Hey guys, in this video I wanted to go over the bass sound in this track. It's an FM bass patch that I made. I'm just gonna switch to another project to show you the sound. So here's what this bass sounds like. Now this sound I made also in Operator, which is right here, and I'm remaking it in another video. I'm just gonna let you know what it sounds like. It sounds a bit brighter because Operator gives you slightly better possibilities of FM routing. But this Serum patch is a bit more basic, it's a bit easier, and as you could hear, it fits the track pretty well. Yeah, let's start with the Serum version. I'm gonna duplicate this track and go here, remove the EQ, and I'm gonna initialize this patch. First, I think we should switch to basic shapes. So it's the sine wave. And let's turn on B oscillator and let's go to basic shapes as well. Now let's change the octave of the second oscillator, 1 octave higher, and let's go a fifth above, so that's 7 semitones. It should sound like this. Nothing crazy, we're just playing 2 sine waves in a different pitch. Now I'm going to turn down the volume of the second oscillator, so this one is going to be modulating this one. Let's go inside the oscillator edit section on the B oscillator, and let's remove all these waveforms from here. So clicking on one, pressing the minus button, and I just want to leave the sine wave here. Now I'm going to press this plus button that's going to duplicate the sine wave, and press this arrow so that we can see it in the additive synthesis editor. And I'm going to remove this fundamental frequency completely by dragging it down, and that's going to basically make the waveform flat. And now I'm going to go to morph, I'm going to go to spectral, and if we quit this view and move the wavetable position, you can see that we are blending between the playing nothing basically and playing the full sine wave. Now let's choose FM from B on the modulator section here on the first oscillator, and I'm going to move the FM knob so you can hear the effects of the FM synthesis here. If we wanted to modulate this knob, it would produce a lot of distortions. I'm going to show you what it sounds like. I'm just going to move this knob. So basically, what I like to do instead of modulating the amount by putting something here, I like to modulate the amount by using the wavetable position of the second one, because that way we can smoothly adjust the amount of our FM effect. So here's what that sounds like. We can just change how much of the sine wave we want in the FM synthesis by moving this wavetable position knob. So let's set this FM knob at 41%, and let's set the second envelope to this wavetable position. I'm going to go all the way up and modulate it kind of backwards like this. Now let's edit the settings of the second envelope. Obviously we want something like this. I think I managed to get it exactly right with the first change. Around 1 second decay here and 0 sustain. Yeah, I think it's okay. This is most of the sound. Now we can also change the first envelope to make it a bit more dynamic, the whole sound. So we can go -5 with the sustain. We can even type that in if you double click. And let's go with the decay to 890 milliseconds, just like this. Now if we're playing this sound with a kick drum, it's fine, but if we want this sound to play separately and we want some nice attack, we can do that with another envelope. So actually let's do it here. Let's map this third envelope to the coarse pitch of the A oscillator, because basically that's all that is playing here. And let's press Shift, Option, and click here to change the mode of this mapping. Let's go to 40 here. And let's edit this envelope. We're going to add a very short click, very short pitch change at the beginning of the sound. Yeah, let's go all the way down with the sustain and choose 20 milliseconds here under decay. If you want to zoom in, you can drag this basically, or lock it. Let's hear what that sounds like. Now let's bypass it. Adds a nice click at the beginning. Sounds a bit more solid if we're playing this sound separately. That's pretty much it for the sound. If we add some EQ, we can make it fit better in the mix. I like to add a boost of the sub frequencies and maybe cut the harmonics here. And I like to mess around with the scale here. Obviously you can go reverse with the scale, but I like it somewhere around 70% here. I'm using a 45 dB boost here at 3 dB, and low Q, the same thing here at 270 Hertz, and minus 5 dB, so that's a bit more than I'm actually boosting here. Okay, that would be it for this patch. If you guys want to check out more sounds like this, I encourage you guys to check out our website, productionmusiclive.com. Make sure to check out our Summer Vibes project file, which you heard at the beginning. It includes this very patch in Serum, and it's also got a Ableton Suite only version. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next videos.